We're making it out of Trump Towers with this one.
Wow.
Holding in the way, that's what I heard him say. They used to heed the words he said, but that was yesterday. Gold will turn to gray, and youth will fade away. They'll never care about you, call you holding in the way.
Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Old Men in Chairs. Since we're on a Donald Trump theme lately, let's check out his most recent raps. Of course, they're not really done by Donald Trump, but a lot of people have been taken in because the voice is so authentic. Now, whether there's some AI involved helping Hi-Rez come up with such an authentic sounding voice for Donald Trump, I'm not 100% sure. But I know that Hi-Rez has been working on mimicking Trump, and he's gotten the cadences down. Maybe he is getting a little help from AI, but what a talented fellow. He's no stranger around here. We've reacted to a lot of his songs. But I think some people have just seen the song and assumed that it was actually Trump doing a rap. And it's hilarious and also very effective in helping Mr. Trump's reputation within the hip-hop culture and the black culture in general. Ever since he got his Mug Shot released, his credibility in the black community has soared, and that could have very real world effect in the elections next year. Now, there's actually two of these songs now. The first one, called First Day Out, I'm going to do first, and I'm going to do the next one, which just came out yesterday. They're both pretty short. First Day Out refers to the first day after getting out of jail. Apparently, that's a tradition in rap music that has been done before. And Hi-Rez, of course, as well as being a very talented rapper in his own right, is very much a student of the game. And so there's a lot of references here that kind of went over my head because I'm late to the party on some of this rap. But I've watched a few reaction videos that have pulled my coat and explained to me what some of these references are. So I will try to stop now and then and explain some of those finer points that I wasn't aware of when I first heard this.
I want to go to LA.
Well, shout out Patriot J, Benny Johnson, Big Bongino, Alex Jones. Free my dogs and lock up, the radical left's gone crazy. I don't bail, I won't see inside a cell. Shout out Thugger, free my slime, slat, YSL. They tryna lock me up, but I'm plugged in ATL. Got homies doing life in jail, they living in hell. These DAs acting silly, my mug shot is worth a billy. So some merchant made a milli, shot McMillie out in Philly.
My merch has made a billy or a millie. He's referring to the merchandise that features his mugshot, which has become very popular for t-shirts and the like. And then he shouts out Millie up in Philly. Now, I didn't realize that that's a pretty well-known rapper. He shouts out to a number of other rappers, and apparently some of them, I'm not sure if all of them, but some of them benefited from President Trump's amnesty, where he released a lot of black prisoners when he was in office. And some of those rappers are very grateful and are loyal to him for giving them a second chance and getting them out of prison. I don't know if Millie was one, but some of them were.
Baby shot the Sosa, Benny Butcher, them my rollers. Called me racist, but these rappers riding with me, them my soldiers. Mega, I am not who they are after. I'm just in the way they want to get to you, but I won't let them call.
Now that was an actual quote from Donald Trump, who said that they're not really after him, he's just in the way. And so I think that's true. I think they hate Donald Trump because he does represent the people and the smaller folks. Now, some people, I understand, hate Trump for various reasons. But when you look at his actual record in office, he did an awful lot of good things. Was he 100% perfect? No. Obviously, some of us don't like what he did boosting the vaccine. But a lot of the other things he did were very, very helpful. And of course, Biden, the first thing he did was try to undo almost all of those good things that Trump had accomplished. And The black community in particular is aware that Trump oversaw one of the greatest expansions of the black economy, that people were making more money under President Trump than they ever had before, people of color. They don't forget that. And I hear it all the time from many different reactors that life was better with Trump before our current usurper.
I am not who they are after. I'm just in the way they want to get to you, but I won't let them cold-hearted. No, I'm artist, getting back to where I started. I don't need to do the race. I'ma beat them RICO charges.
I don't need to do the race. Apparently that's a slang term in the black community, perhaps. Do the race means run from the law, get out of Dodge, do whatever you have to do to get away from, be a fugitive. And he said, I don't have to be a fugitive. I'm going to beat these RICO charges. I'm sure he will. They're ridiculous.
Prison, you can't do me like the Clintons. I'll be laid up, eating steak with Secret Service, chilling, screaming, orange man bad. The whole world mad, thug life. Shout out all of my MAGA base shads. Coming for the deep state, I will stop the New World Order. But before that, I'll finish walls at the border. YSL, // shout out Thugger. Finny got nothing on us.
Last bit, Fanny got nothing on us, refers to the prosecutor in Fulton County who brought the most recent charges. Really, the most ridiculous charges. She's trying to criminalize free speech. And if you want to talk about people that have been election deniers, you don't have to go very far. The lady who ran for governor of Georgia still claims that she won from 6 years ago, but she's not being charged. But by Donald saying that he had won the election, somehow that's criminal. I don't think so. Anyway, that was the first day out by Trump-The. They say that to avoid the legal ramifications of claiming that it's actually Donald Trump, although I'm sure he must be loving it somewhere. He must be laughing his ass off about this one. But let's go see the most recent one that came out. I should point out that that first song has been out about a week, has over 500,000 views on YouTube, and supposedly is near the top of the Apple iTunes chart, number 2 the last I heard. So it's a very popular song. This new one just came out yesterday. It's called If Donald Was a Drill Rapper. This one, I think, is even more hilarious because it has an accompanying video. Now in the screen here, you see the Donald, and you see on your right Dr. Fauci. So the very first thing that Donald does is land a haymaker on Fauci, and we can all cheer that.
Yeah. Trump-The back at it again. Shout out Big Tucker, Alex Stein, JP Sears, Jordan Peterson, and Ben Shapiro. They call me racist, fake news. But Kodak Mazo, I got love for my Haitians. They cool. The media full of these federal agents. Break rules. America first, these candidates hate it. And hate you. Keep it 10 toes down, stay true. Everybody, they were loving me, so the media was switching up on me. Now they all trying to comfort me and get a little piece of my money. Greatest president of all time, if you think not, you mistaken. The only president I love more is them blue-hunted Ben Franklin's.
The media is full of federal agents. Well, that is actually 100% true. And was he the greatest president of all time? Perhaps not. Although a lot of people think maybe he's the greatest president, at least since Reagan, and others may go farther back. But hilarious the way they've got his head on top of these drill rappers. Very, very funny stuff by Mr. Hi-Rez.
The only president I love more is them blue-hunted Ben Franklin's. These rappers are flexing their cars, some are flexing their house. My toilet bowl is made of solid gold, I don't need gold in my mouth. Government is full of perverts, ignoring the Hillary servers. Did Epstein really get murdered? That was my burner.
The government's full of perverts. Did Epstein really get murdered? He's saying stuff that probably Donald can't really say. In his most recent interview with Tucker, a little surprised to hear the Donald say that he didn't think that Epstein was murdered. And a lot of evidence suggests that he was either murdered or perhaps he was taken out of the jail and given a new life somewhere else. More likely to me, actually, because he had so much dirt on everybody that they couldn't take a chance. more information coming out after his death.
Eating Trump steak, drinking Trump water, Trump towers with Trump daughter, Trump wine, I'm a super gremlin. I don't care about that loser Eminem. Trying to do me like OJ, just know the glove that don't fit.
He said, I don't care about that loser Eminem. Well, Eminem has become perhaps almost as famous recently for being anti-Trump as he was for being one of the greatest rappers of all time. I loved Eminem back in the day, as a lot of people did. Not really a fan of his most recent politics.
It's about to be a cold case, no love for a snitch. They call me racist, fake news, but Kodak Mazo, I got love for my Haitians. They cool, the media full of these federal agents. Break rules, America first, these candidates hate it. And hate you, keep it 10 toes down, stay true. Wow, we're making it out of Trump towers with this one.
I absolutely love this part. I'm a big Austin Powers fan, of course. So he has Trump as Austin and Ron DeSantis there as Mini-Me, and they're doing a little dance together. Absolutely hilarious.
Wow, we're making it out of Trump towers with this one.
Wow. Those were the two most recent Trump impressions by Mr. Hi-Rez, and we look forward to many more. Thank you very much for doing that. It's going to make a big impact, making a change in this country.
Rolling in the way.